Hey everyone, and today we are going to create this infinite scrolling text animation that was suggested by Morgan H. First things first, you are going to want to go over to your website and go into your editor. Next thing is you're going to want to add a new section, so go ahead and press add section blank. Go ahead and resize this to the height that you would like your infinite scrolling animation to be. Next, go ahead and add a container. Make sure that the container is aligned to the left by setting the margins to 0 and the docking to the left. Make sure that it is 100% width of the whole section, and you want to make sure that it is the same height. Go ahead and style this however you like. I'm just going to do a quick black. Next thing you're going to want to do is add some text. Go ahead and add some text and have it be whatever you want. Once you are done adding your text, you are going to want to go ahead and dock your text to the left just like you did with the container. Make sure all the margins are set to 0. Now go ahead and click on your container and go to Apply Grid. Apply 3x1 grid. Now make sure that your text is 100% of the width. Make sure that it is going from 1 to 1 in the location and grid cells. Make sure that it is docked to the left still. Go ahead and duplicate your text as many times as you have grid cells. Now go ahead and click your container. Go to Change Grid Layout. Go to Advanced Mode. Go ahead and change from 1FR over to Max Content. As you can see, I have a problem. This does not want to go into the third grid cell. So I'm going to go ahead and click it and press the third grid cell. Make sure that it is aligned to the left by docking it to the left, and set the margins to 0 on everything. Now as you can see, it is right there. Make sure that it is 100% of the width, and now you are done with that. Now I'm going to quickly go ahead and add a space so that it just looks right. Go ahead into the description of this YouTube video and go ahead and click on that website. This will bring you to the code that you need to copy and paste. Go ahead and copy this code in the website. Now go back over to your editor, and if dev mode is not already enabled, go up to dev mode and click turn on dev mode. Once that is on, go ahead and click on the bottom panel right here. Now once you are here, you're going to want to copy and paste that code that you just copied. So right now we are importing what we need. We are importing Wix animations to animate the text and getting Wix window to refer to the browser. Right here, we are creating an animation that we can use in our code. Adding Wix animations.timeline allows us to create a timeline in which it repeats itself. I added 3 because I have 3 grid cells. When the page loads, we are running the function called playInfiniteScroll. Down here, we will see our function, and we are getting Wix window.getBoundingRect. What this is doing is returning info about the window because we will need this for window width. Now we are getting window size info. Window width is equal to window size info.window.width. All this is doing is getting the window width. Now we're calling that if the window width is greater than 1000, then the slider width will be equal to whatever your width is. Go ahead and minimize this and click on your container. Go up to the inspector and go to layout. Now one thing that I did forget to tell you is that you are going to want to click your text. Go ahead and change the percentage over to pixels. Take how many pixels you have, go over to your calculator and do 869 or whatever you have, times it by how many grid cells you have. So right now we have 3, and times it by 3, and I get 2607. Copy that, click your container, change this over to pixels, and paste it. Once done, go ahead and click the inspector, overflow content, hide. Now go back to your code, maximize it, and go ahead and change the slider width to be equal to 2607 or however many pixels your container is. Divide that by 3 because you have 3 grid cells. Now you can adjust this for each and every size. We have tablet and we have mobile. So if your mobile is 2000, put 2000. Here we are adding our text to the timeline and creating animation. The duration is in milliseconds, so this is 8 seconds. The easing is how smooth it is, and we're going to ease linear. We're going to play it right away when this function is called. Now go ahead and change the IDs over to your IDs. If you are new to doing this type of thing, just click your text and you will see the ID is whatever ID it is. So this is text 5, this is text 6, and that's text 7. Go back to your code. So we have text 5, text 6, and text 7. Now when the viewport sees your container, it is going to play each animation. When it can't see that container anymore, we are going to pause the animation. Now go ahead and change this ID over to whatever ID your box is. So mine is box 2. So I'm going to change this to box 2. And now you are done. That is all you need to do. And now go ahead and preview your site and see if it is working. As you can see, now we have the text infinitely scrolling across the screen. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this website and view it in live form. As we can see, the text is now infinitely scrolling across our screen. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.